Dumelang Sanbonani, welcome to Mokgadi Legacy. Kalabito ke Mokgadi, and I know for sure that you guys are enjoying the videos. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like, share, and ring the notification bell for the next videos. Today we are speaking to one of the greatest self-made brand by the name Kalei Funday. Yes, you got it right. She's actually a songwriter, a singer, an actress, and a lot more. Stay tuned. Take a walk with me. Kalei, how are you doing?
Well, thanks, and you, Mokgadi?
I'm great. Welcome to Mokgadi Legacy.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me.
It's quite a pleasure to have you on our show. Please walk us through who Kalei is and how did you get into the entertainment industry?
Well, I'm a singer, entertainer. I love bringing joy to people. My motto is sharing love and light through music.
Oh, awesome.
But along with all of that in entertainment, there's a lot of things that one also does, and it's acting. I've been body double to the stars. I've been presenting, talk show as well. I did a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And acting. I love acting as well.
Awesome.
How I got into it.
Yeah.
I was too shy. I would never have thought that I'm going to be an entertainer. When I was a child, we grew up quite conservative. My mother is blind, and my father always worked night shift. So, that kind of makes them unavailable to be there for you, although a lovely person.
Yeah.
And my mom, she could never really see what I'm doing, so I never had that feeling of showing off or doing anything. It was the kids play outside. But when I used to go to the beach, we used to live in Toti, that's where I grew up. I would sing whenever we're on the beach. And that feeling when the wind is blowing and you feel so free and you can just express yourself. I'd sing into the wind and try and be louder. And that made me feel so free.
Yeah.
But I never told anybody. And when I got home, because my dad mostly slept during the day, we weren't really allowed to make a sound.
So he was working night shifts.
Exactly. We weren't allowed to make a sound. So there was no way I was going to be a singer. I had to be quiet, And then you want to know the next step?
Picking up from there, was it, what's the singing? Has it always been something that you've always wanted to do, or it just came by chance?
It's something that I did without realizing I'm doing it. I got an award when I was in Standard 4.
Yeah.
It's probably grade 6.
Grade 6, yes.
And
you're exposing your age.
Exactly. I got a book that was about the history of music, plus a certificate for music. But I'd never done any music. And apparently they had noticed that when I walked, they played music as we walked into assembly. I would be so happy and I would sing along, and I would be totally unaware that I'm doing this because I'm shy.
Yeah.
And then I'd sit down and be obedient, and they said, no, you should be expressing yourself. Your life just lights up.
True.
And then they got me into choir a little bit.
Oh, you did some choir?
I did some choir.
Oh, I like that.
But they did say I always had my own ideas. I wanted to do things. I sing this part, you sing that part.
I mean, being a creative, you always have ideas that you wanna, try out and all that. So when it comes to your parents, I know a lot of parents have a bit of challenge accepting kids being in the entertainment industry through all the things that are happening, what happens within the space of entertainment.
Instability.
Of which it's not exactly what one would say, I'm getting in there because of that, right? But how were your parents accepting you being an entertainer and all that?
They never would have expected that I would go into entertainment.
Yeah.
I did very well in school in accountancy, and 100% actually I had a matric, and I was just going to accept the bursary, but then my mom said, I don't think you'll be happy doing that. You're more of a caring person. So I started volunteering at the hospital, doing nursing, working with children who have disabilities and people who are in a coma, and I do a bit of alternative therapy, so I was giving them reflexology, and I really enjoy just sending love to people and caring for them. So I thought that's going to be my life, you know. Then my mom said to me, will you please sing at your friend's wedding? And I said, I'm too shy. She said, this is your friend. Just sing for her at her wedding.
You know.
It's just the one song. And they would appreciate it so much. It could be your gift to them.
True.
So at this wedding, after I sang, there was a promoter in the audience. I don't know who'd arranged him.
Yes, you know, speaking of that, they always say that it doesn't matter how many people are there. Regardless, it's 5 people, 2 people, you never know. It could be your day.
You never know. So
yes, so you were actually scouted on that
This
day.
was the first time I'd sung in, well, I had done something else before that, but this is the first time I'd actually gone the next step and sang for somebody at an event. And the promoter saw me, he says, I want to make you part of the KTV Roadshow. You've got the whole package, you sing great, you sound great. And I was like, I went red in the face and I was like,
you couldn't believe it.
And I said to my mom, I can't do this. I can't sing again in front of people. It's so scary. And she said, you know, what he's offering you is to sing at festivals around the whole of South Africa. And I said, that's even more people to face. That's scary. And she said to me, do you know that with your dad working night shift and me being blind, she can see 2% basically. I've never gone places. I've never seen South Africa. I would love to do this, what you have been offered.
And what age were you at by then?
I was 18 and I was still shy. And she said, if you get the opportunity, take it. Don't worry about not having confidence. Just get it.
It will solve
Just
itself
get the confidence,
as you
because
go.
anything you're going to have to do in life, you need confidence. Just do it.
True. I'm actually...
So I just said yes, but I was scared. But I'm so happy I did it.
Yeah, that's true. So besides the nursing and the accounting that you've actually went through the journey and all that, what are the other hidden skills that you have that people have no idea about?
Oh gosh. I've always felt since I was a child, I'm a very big empath. So I can feel when people have pain, and it's a kind of a sixth sense. I can feel where they have problems in their body or emotional state. And I would pick that up, especially when I'm in tune, when I'm singing, or when I'm doing Reiki. I do Reiki healing as well.
Oh, that's quite interesting.
Yes, and I studied reflexology, aromatherapy, and I'm currently studying iridology.
Wow.
So I've got these 4 fields. I've got the health care type of things that I'm interested in, the spiritual types of thing. I studied a lot of courses in learning to resolve conflicts, how to understand people. At the end of the day, we all just want to be happier.
True.
You know? And then I also went to Richard Branson School of Entrepreneurship, where I studied like a mini MBA for 2 years, learning about business administration.
What is it that you don't do? What is it that you don't do?
I couldn't do any of these things until I opened myself to the possibility that I can.
It's always a good thing to take all the, like you said it before, every opportunity that comes, you must be able to just channel yourself
but
and
the thing
see
is,
how
you have
best.
to believe in yourself.
True.
I didn't believe in myself. It took a friend of mine who said, why don't you learn, why must I always help you with computer? I said, but I don't know computer. You're the clever one in computer. I'm the singer.
It's also the support system that you have. If regardless of you not believing in yourself, you have to have people that can be able to push you so that you
most definitely
see the potential in yourself, right?
Because you feel kind of stupid and you go, wow, that's a very complicated camera. I never would be able to do that.
I know. Up until you're in the space and you're like, okay, somebody's like, try it out. You can do this.
And there's also this thing in society when I grew up, and probably now as well, where the man is the leader and he knows what to do. He will organize things and he will tell you what to do. But as South Africans, we've learned to stand up as women and go, you know, I can also do this. Hey, this is possible for me too.
I know, right?
That's why I wrote the human rights song.
Why do I have to wait for somebody to come and tell me
We're not waiting anymore.
I like that. So coming to management, how do you manage your time and with all the activities, or rather the projects that you're busy with, how do you manage your time, and do you have a team that's actually in your space, or you do everything by yourself?
I try to do everything by myself. I used to be with a record label. They took too long to help me get to do things, and they had their own ideas of what they want me to be. I have a desire to express myself according to who I am and what inspires me. If a song comes up in my mind, I want to express it and get it out there.
All right.
My motivation is not that much just to be a star and be praised and by everybody. It is more to be a positive influencer.
True.
And express my thoughts and ideas that I feel I want to express.
I'm getting it, like you wanting to spread out the positive energy. Have you, by any chance, been exposed to negativity while growing up?
Yes.
Because at some point I can sense that you have been through a lot in life, and you just want to,
Very
push
much.
everything negative away and just
I want to
express yourself.
overcome it, to show people you can overcome it, because I've been through negative experiences, I've been through hurtful experience, I've been in positions where I've had a lot and where I've lost everything to the point where I've been homeless as well, and where I had to build myself up. And this is living in a different country, because when you've got an adventurous spirit, you want to go see places and do things. So I do have a lot of pain inside me as well, but I take that heart and I visualize it into a diamond that can just shine out light and just show compassion and understanding to people. And I try and put it in my songs. Some songs are just entertaining.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes we just want to get up and dance.
True.
We don't want to think. And other times,
I know
and
exactly
other times
what you're talking about.
it's very, I'm bringing across a message, that's what I'm saying. Now I want you to know, when I found out about the human rights, for instance, it helped me understand as a woman, I'm actually equal to a man. I'm equal. People think it's just racism is the only thing where people feel inferior or that they somehow not good enough. A person can feel that no matter who you are.
True.
And
it doesn't matter.
Sometimes you don't even know
color.
whose fault it is. It's just your brain power. It could be depression. It could be something somebody said, or it could be the support that you did not have.
True.
And that's why the best support is friends.
True, right?
Positive, surrounding yourself with positive, supportive people. So coming back to the team, it's not easy to find the right team, but it's important to see who is on your team. People who are excited about what you're doing.
Your vision, bringing your vision to life.
They must be excited about it.
Right.
But there's an exchange. You must also appreciate them, show love and appreciation, and also offer your help where they need help.
True.
So it's just
I'll
constantly
actually take that into consideration.
Yes.
It actually helps a lot. And then let's go to you traveling, right? I know you've been to several countries and all that. Tell me about it. Just where have you been, and which one is it that you would actually just want to go there all the time without no question asked?
You know what makes something exciting? No matter where I sing, it's all about the people.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to really warm countries like Cyprus, and I thought it'd be lovely on an island because it's hot and it's a holiday kind of feel. It was lovely, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
But it got up to 50 degrees, and that's where I thought maybe South Africa's been the best place, because for one, it is perfect weather.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful when you travel and you drive around South Africa, and there are people expecting to see you, and they're all excited.
True.
How can there not be anything better than
Right.
that? And South Africans are generally more friendly.
Yeah.
Okay. But there are some places that I would like to go back to. I don't generally like the cold. I lived in England for a long time. I went up to Scotland. I almost said Scotborough. That's where I was born. South
Okay.
Africa, Scotborough.
Yeah.
Scotland, and then there's an island at the top. I have this desire to go and see lots of islands, and it's called the Isle of Skye. Freezing cold, but the air is fresh. The people are so interesting. They get old, like over 100 years old, and they still coming to my events and parties. So
Oh my
it's the
God.
strangest place that I've been. But what is nice about it, a lot of Australians and people, Canadians and South Africans, people from all over the world, young people are backpackers. They want to explore.
Travel the world.
And when they party, they are kind of wild to the point where I couldn't just sing in this event. I had to have a stage. So at some events, there wasn't a huge stage and a setup. So my sister traveled with me, and she, of course, would say, "This is Carle, by the way. She has to have fresh flowers, and she has to have this and that."
She was more like your manager,
She
right?
was like my
Speaking on your
manager.
behalf. I like
But
that.
she'd sometimes embarrass me a bit about how overboard she'd be going, like only blue Smarties or whatever, you know.
But it's actually amazing on how
She
much
made it fun.
right? It's actually a good thing to see how much you're worth up until somebody, like most of us, we don't know our worth. Up until we
that
have somebody
makes
that's
you
in
shine.
between to show this can be done, this is possible.
It's the
right?
truth.
Your sister, she actually made it possible.
She's just wonderful. So she put up this stage, and it was a table, this big wooden table. It's the first time I'd sang on a table. And she said, "Believe me, you're going to need it." I said, "No, I'm just sitting here." My gosh, those backpackers went wild.
Oh my God.
They would obviously drink alcohol, and they would be yay, singing along with the side, and this table would be shaking, and I'd be going, "Thank you. I think I just needed to put red tape, but we didn't have." I enjoyed it.
Do you by any chance have the videos, footages for your performances?
Oh, some of them I
words?
don't have, but there's some of them I do have, like, but some of them are just cell phone clips. But they, some people would say, "Well, why don't you always have the best quality?" Well, for one, it's not affordable at every little show to film it. But these days we've got videos on our phone. So I've got one, which is quite an exciting experience in South Africa at the Rhino Rally with my band. I had a huge band, Ruby Tuesday. We won Battle of the Band South Africa as the best cover band in South Africa.
Nice.
Also by chance, I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
But the point is, I went to this event and it's only motorbikers. And I was quite scared because I just heard boom, 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 boom. And I was like, this must be gangsters. I don't know who these people are. I better just get on stage.
Yeah.
So this is one of the biggest biker events. I think the biggest biker event in South Africa.
Yeah.
And once I got on stage, I felt safe. But the people, they had a lot of poos up. But you know what? I don't drink. But I really enjoyed people just having fun and going crazy. I don't know if I can mention this on camera, but there's something very strange that happened. You know how they always say when people love you, they throw their underwear at Elvis Presley and all of that?
Oh, you actually experienced that. I thought it only happens to men.
I had a guy, I don't know when he took it off, but he threw his underpants at me.
What?
It landed on the microphone stand, on this little hook on the microphone stand.
Hell no.
I didn't know whether it was a compliment or an insult.
Oh my goodness.
But I took it as a compliment. I took it as a compliment, you know. But the whole time I was singing, I was starting to sing wilder and wilder, moving the microphone stand because I wasn't going to pick it up.
Yes, you just wanted to
just hoping
get
it would
off.
fall off by itself.
No.
And I was doing these moves and Shakira moves and upside down, but this thing just wouldn't fall off.
Oh wow.
So the whole time I was singing with this underpants, the people laughed. And you know what? I couldn't stop laughing myself.
But it actually
while
made the
singing.
show. I believe it made the show.
It made the show. And on top of all of that, I don't know if it's the same guy, a naked guy, this was in a tent, climbed up a pole to the top, and I had to witness. I mean, they were the entertainment. I'm busy trying to sing.
Wow.
And on top of that, because of all this wildness going on, I walked to the front and thought I'm going to do a rapping part in a piece, and I was proud of it. I fell over the monitor and paramedics had to come fetch me.
You know,
that was the
since
end
you
of the
mentioned
show.
that, you know, there's actually a lot that creatives go through that people have no idea. Like you just mentioned it, you fall on the stage and you just have to cover it up at that moment so that people don't see that, you know, you injured or something.
My whole leg was open and I had to go off, but the show had to go on.
Yes,
so
exactly
I'm sitting
my
here
point.
in pain. The band's starting to play.
Yeah.
So the man outros and sing one song. Then they started with Hotel California, which is a long intro.
Yeah.
And suddenly I'm going, can I get up? And as I'm moving and I'm trying to get, the paramedic says you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Somebody helps me on, but the band can't see that I'm here from the back. And when I got to the front, the applause I got was so amazing.
They have no idea that.
And after going wild, I was like on one leg singing and holding on to the stand.
Okay, so let's get into
the show must go on.
Exactly, you know, getting into the genres. I noticed that you're actually quite involved in hip hop, in soul, R&B. I can mention all of them. Which one actually speaks to
World
you?
music, jazz, rock,
Yes.
pop, theatre, spiritual, inspirational.
Yes.
You know, oh,
If there's
When
one
I'm
that you
around-
could choose.
you know what? It depends where I am, because if the band starts playing and they want to rock, then I'm into rock.
Yeah.
Because I'm a very energetic person. But when I'm listening to music, I don't necessarily like even listening to rock. It's
Yeah.
more about a participation in it that makes it fun.
True.
And expressing yourself, you know. But when I'm, if I could just choose the genre who I am inside, a peaceful, calm person with this excitement for life, I do like jazz. I enjoy it very much.
Yeah.
I like just expressing the sensuality of
And
it.
the fact that you actually started with choral music, it actually makes sense.
Okay,
Because
okay,
choral
didn't think of
music,
that.
it's jazz, right?
Okay.
It's actually the mother of all sounds.
Okay.
Yeah, so jazz, I actually understand.
But I also like theatrical jazz.
Yes.
I've got a few theatrical jazz songs. It hasn't been really identified or anything as my genre. I like to create what pops in my mind. I've got some dance tracks. I love collaborations.
Yes.
It just gives me that excitement. I'm working with another person and we are sharing our creative energies.
And let's talk about the great Nelson Mandela's 80th birthday celebration. You were part of it.
I was part of it, and it wasn't planned that I was going to be part of it. I didn't know I was going to be part of it.
How
because
did it come about?
I didn't know he's going to be there, because I would have thought on Nelson Mandela Day, you know, he started really doing good on his birthday while he was alive. It wasn't just something that started afterwards.
True.
I was at Baragwanath Children's Hospital doing some charity work that I've done for 4 years there, working with the cancer children in the cancer ward as Sister Melody. I'm a bi-weekly visitor who just brings them upliftment.
Yes.
You know, because when people are in hospital, when the children, they become scared of a doctor. They see a doctor in a coat because they know
True.
this is going to be an injection, this is going to be pain. So it was more about building a positive relationship between doctors
The
and
patients, the kids, yeah.
Yes, and I loved uplifting them. And then they had a tent put out there on Nelson Mandela's birthday, and they said Nelson Mandela is going to arrive soon. I was so excited and honoured and very, very impressed
Yes.
that he would spend his birthday not at some elite event
Right.
with elite people, but going to the children's hospital. And that's why I know in my heart, truly, that he was a good man, because I witnessed that. It was very simple, and he was so kind to the children. He gave me a smile, and he just said, great work.
All right.
And I felt like that had affected my life. It made me feel like I was acknowledged by
It gives it more reason
somebody
for you.
I acknowledge and respect.
Yes. You see, it actually gives it more reason for you to want to pass on the positive energy to the young ones, be it the people that are around you and everybody else. It speaks volume, man.
I felt validated.
Right.
A lot of times when people look at maybe a white person like me, sorry if I'm saying that, but a girl like me, you know, wearing this bright colors, and my life must be perfect, and I probably get spoiled a lot.
True.
You know what? I lead my life. When I go out, I put on this bright, glitzy clothes because it makes me feel happy.
True.
It makes me feel shiny. You know how it is, how it's been in lockdown. Boring. We couldn't connect with people.
Yeah.
We couldn't get that energy exchange between people. And I kind of felt depressed. And then I realized other people must be feeling this too, you know? And that's why I always make an effort that I believe in tone levels. If somebody's on this level or struggling, let's just try and lighten them up a little bit. But I start with myself because I need it too.
Of course. I mean, how are you going to spread the positive energy if you're carrying negativity inside you?
We all have to carry negativity.
I know.
We all have to
right?
process it.
True.
But we have to learn to, I call it eating, digestion and elimination. My sister always laughs at me because I've got this process. And I say it's not just physical, it's emotional and mental.
True.
And how well we process, learn from and cope. Nobody else is going to help you with that. You've got to learn it yourself.
True.
Then you can achieve stuff.
Right. Still on that note, if you were to pass on an encouragement to the young ones, let's say they want to get into the entertainment industry, what's that advice that you would give them?
Yes. Well, the important thing is to learn to know what your talents are, your true talents are, and then your passion, because it could be something that you can do, that you're very good at. Then there's something, do you enjoy it? Do you feel passionate about it? You have to enjoy what you're doing, because this is how you're going to spend the rest of your life. Secondly, take your talent and decide what genre are you going to do. Not like me all scattered all over the place. 'Cause my mission was basically adventure. So if I could take it back to knowing that I am going to have this great adventure, I would say I would have put myself rather in one genre. It is easier.
But if you can do it, why not?
If I can do it, I guess versatility.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know.
But it does help to have a kind of a target market.
True.
And decide, and also who you are. What are you about? What is your message about? Are you just singing or rapping and performing because you're trying to get your frustrations out? It's okay, there's other people that have it as well, but lift people up through that. Let them see the problems and lift them up, maybe with the chorus or something.
True.
Because realize your value and influence as an artist. It's a huge responsibility that you have. Okay, then about just getting yourself somewhere, make sure you get backtracks, whether it's cover or original songs. Put it on a device, whether it's, you can get them for free, download them from YouTube. Start somewhere and start in your community.
True.
What do you have? What do you need? You might not have a sound system, you might not have a car, you might have no support. So what do you have? Start with your church, start with a community center, go to a school and just say, hey, if you're having a event or festival, can I come and sing there?
Right.
2 or 3 songs?
Yes, it starts somewhere, like you said it.
Yeah, start somewhere, but push yourself. Because if you have nobody to believe in you, you might have many, many, many years that you have to do it yourself.
You have yourself
and you might even
first.
have people who are jealous of you, who don't believe in you, and you shut and close doors on you every day. You have to basically knock on 100 doors sometimes before one opens.
True.
And believe me, I know, because I auditioned for theatre roles in England where I wanted to be a lead in a theatre role, and people made me believe that it's not possible because I didn't have a degree in musical theatre. I couldn't dance as well as them, and I had a South African accent.
True.
But they saw me at the auditions all the time. And just one day I got a call from a director, after I've already basically almost given up. Oh, we remember you from the audition. We've got a role for you. I was like, you sure you got the right name?
Because you kept on going. You never stopped.
Yeah, we saw you there quite a few times. And I was like, just keep going.
Finally, right?
Just keep going.
Yes.
That's my advice. And organize yourself. Organize yourself and be positive and just keep believing.
True. Please share your social media pages on where people can get in contact with you.
Okay, great. Well, my social media is at Carle Van Day, that's COLEVANDAIS. Except for Facebook, where I was hacked, I had to start a new page.
You also got hacked.
Yeah, so you can search Carle Van Day, but it is COLEVDAIS. So please don't hack me. I'm a good person.
Let's talk about the James Bond girl. This is actually what we have right now. So tell me about the CD. How did you come about covering all the songs, and what inspired it?
I love the Bond movies, first of all, and I've always wanted to be a Bond girl. So I happen to have been working as a body double for a superstar at Pinewood Studios in England.
In England, yes.
And next door, they were filming a James Bond movie. So I thought, well, this is my only chance.
Wait,
you know?
the real James Bond movie. Wow.
Oh, well, maybe they would choose me, or maybe they don't have a Bond girl yet. I mean, who wouldn't want to be a Bond girl?
True.
So I thought, well, after working on this other film, I'm just going to pop in there, even though there's a lot of security. I'm supposed to go out this way. Let me go there. You got to take chances as an artist, you know, put yourself out there. So I walked there, spoke to security. I said, I'm just here. I'm a singer from South Africa. I'm busy making an album all about James Bond songs because it was suggested by my agent at the time who was booking me in theatre.
Wait, was it still Nigel, or Nigel you met him later?
Oh no, this is not Nigel's later. I've got different marketing people in different countries and locations.
Ah, listen to you.
They're friends, but when I go in that area, they help me.
Oh, awesome.
Yes,
Awesome.
yes.
I like that strategy. Yeah.
So I walked onto the set where they were filming the James Bond movie, and I said to the security, I need to speak to the director urgently, because I mean, I know they're almost wrapping and then everybody's going. So they said, what about? I said, I might just be one of your next Bond girls, you know. They said, but we've already selected the Bond girl. I said, but I could maybe be a better Bond girl.
Oh, wow.
And then they said, okay, the director, and I spoke to the director and I said, oh, by the way, I just came to say, like, I could be your next Bond girl. You know, I'm Colette from South Africa. It would be very interesting. All the other girls are Russian, and French, and whatever. So I'm here. And he said, okay, I'll keep that in mind. And he was like, what a weird person.
Oh my word.
And then he just said, security.
What?
And then I went, okay, I'm also set with the security.
You gave it a try.
But you know what? I didn't stop that from letting me be a Bond girl in my heart and in my mind. Because I completed the album, recorded it, did some small theatre shows in London, toured the theatres in South Africa. But the whole point about it is nobody's going to stop you from shining if you want to shine. Because everything Bond is about gold. But gold, the real gold, is discovering the gold within your heart.
True.
And being able to utilize that and share it with people.
So you had to find another way to express the Bond girl.
It was not just the glam and the Bond, but it was about, okay, you're probably not good enough to be a Bond girl, but you know what, I'll show you I am.
Right? Oh, awesome, Bond girl. So let's speak about this collaborations that you've actually done with a lot of artists, and this is actually the second one that we are on about. Colette and Friends.
Colette and Friends.
Yes.
Yes, when I was very lucky to be the first South African artist ever booked as a guest artist to sing at Eurovision Song Contest in Copenhagen, in Denmark, in 2014. I met all of these different artists because I'd already covered some songs in different languages. I thought it's quite exciting and a way for me to get exposure in Europe. And then I met some people. I sang with about 39 artists who were winners in their countries, who came together. I mean, we can't enter because I'm South African, but I was a guest artist. So they'd approach people, previous winners like ABBA and Julio Iglesias, Celine Dion, who all had the opportunity to be the guest artist because they're previous winners. They didn't answer in time, and I said yes immediately, so they booked me, who's not even that well known in Europe. But I thought, I'm going. And what I did was I met a lot of people who were famous singers, and I decided to do collaborations with them of popular Eurovision songs.
Different languages.
I did it in exotic languages like Zulu, Songa, not so exotic, Russian, Latvian, Spanish, Afrikaans, very exotic, and English so that everybody can understand. So there's a lot of languages in there.
You gotta have this
I did it for fun.
To have this.
I did it for fun, and it ended up,
Yeah.
you won't believe it, it ended up this year winning Best International Collaboration Album at the Independent Music Awards.
Wow.
I feel so honored because I didn't even know anybody noticed
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Well, trust me, good things, regardless, registered or not, in the open space for everybody to see or not, they'll finally find it.
They'll finally find
it. If it's good, it'll get to the right people. And the ding-a-dong.
Well, there's quite a few songs that I've done that's only released on iTunes. They're not all in CD form. These are 2 albums, that's a single. So that's just a sample of one of the singles. That one was, I've done a lot of originals and covers. So this one is a song that was in Netherlands, and I decided one of the guys from Arzon, Niki, which was their band,
Joran Stain.
Joran Steinhauser.
Steinhauser.
He sang in Latvian.
Okay.
And I sang in Afrikaans.
You've been around. Go.
I work hard. And the thing is, to get funding and things to really record yourself, I just learned to do some of it at home, and then I take it to the studio, and I work very quickly because you have to pay in time. It is really important to own your product if you're an independent artist, because there's a lot of songs that I've done with other people, and then they kind of got problems and they didn't want to release that and this and that. So I've learned, do your own projects. It's very important to own it yourself.
I know.
But what I like about Ding a Dong, it sounds funny. When he sings in Latvian, it sounds funny. I don't even know what he's singing, but if you have to listen to it, it sounds funny if we listen to it. So I like to just lighten things up a little.
Still on that note, please look into that camera and say, "Take a walk with me."
Yeah, take a walk with me.
This is Kalei and her work, so you better follow her and see what she has on this. We came to the end of our conversation, the Kalei Day. I know that you guys really enjoyed watching because she's such an energy. I mean, stage presentation is what she does best. And the energy on its own is on another level. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and ring the notification bell for the next video. Mokgadi and I say, take a walk with me.